Yes, sir. We are finally back after a year-long wait, and I feel vindicated. So let's just hop right into season 4, episodes 1, 2, and 3 of We start episode 1 off with an ass beat montage. Mark is in space, beat up, because of course he is. That's still my goat though. Marcus done stopped to knock off Electro. My demon Oliver got bigger. Look exactly like Robin now. Over here putting his hands on scuffed Crimson Dynamite. Baby girl Samantha Eve Wilkins. I gotta say our government every single time. I just simply have to. Stop some bank robbers. Guardians of the Globe pull up on this kaiju. I'm just saying this right here, right now. Y'all don't know too much about my demon, Brit, but my demon be going hard in the paint. Mark Grayson, one tap little bro, and everybody from whatever city this is started mean mugging my demon. To be fair, I would too if I seen a gaggle of you pull up to Earth and just start wreaking havoc. But hold on, Invincible, I just seen a black guy that wasn't bald or had cornrows. When did y'all get the nigga tech update? I ain't know y'all had these in you. But Marcus is stressed out, remembering all the things that happened in not even a year's time. But he was finna eat whatever the fuck this is. I'm so glad he didn't eat that slop. Mark went to go save the day yet again. As we see, Rudy, Monster Girl, and Bulletproof get reinstated back into the Guardians of the Globe. And listen here, listen here. I'm never calling Rudy Rex. You'll get a shotgun to the chest before I even utter the words Rex out of my mouth for you, bitch ass nigga. But once Mark pulls up on a person that banged this line, a whole ass dinosaur man pops out. But Dinosaurus is over here talking crazy to Marcus Grayson. He said some damn thank you for being the reason so much life on Earth has depleted. Snuck my demon with an uppercut and almost dropped this fat ass rock on his forehead. He tried to come at my goat with this wild ass swing. Mark dodged, but he grabbed bro by the leg and slung his ass to the side. Buddy tried to bite my demon Mark, but he just caught that boy's jaw. Dinosaurus on Mark's ass a little, I can't lie. He tried to hit Mark with a 2-piece. He dodged, but got this slash off on his chest. Mark said that ain't nothing but a thing. Just spin move right. Dinosaurus said, I bet. Tried to go for that bite cheese again. He actually chomped on that boy's arm. So Mark was just getting free looks off on bro's face, trying to get him to let go. But Dinosaurus broke that cast. Now Mark realizes, oh, I'm completely healed? Nigga, I'm finna beat the brakes off of you. Mark gets this fat ass hook off on Dinosaurus. He tried to go for a 3-piece, but only hit that last one. So Mark responded back with a spin move left a hook. So Dinosaurus smacked Mark across the damn city with his tail. Mark got back up and saw that boy Dinosaurus jumping off the top rope. He caught him though and kicked him square in the sternum. But hold on, Chad, look at that clean ass recovery Dinosaur just got off. But Dinosaur came running at Mark, and this boy done shifted his stance. Oh yeah, nah. Dinosaur, you finna get rocked crazy style. And that he did. Mark sent that boy tumbling through the streets. He went to go scoop his ass up, but he turned into man. Almost ended his life too. He took that lesson he learned at the end of season 3 to heart. He stopped because the Guardians of the Globe pulled up. So they took Dinosaurus into custody. But after that, Mark has to have dinner with Eve's parents. I'd rather fight Conquest 10 times than talk to Eve's receding hairline ass dad. They made that conversation that Mark had with Eve's dad a lot more bearable. It didn't make me like the nigga in the show. I could just bear it. Mark dad had to talk to Fine Shit's racist parents. I'm crying. Then we see the Sequids take over a couple more people. And then we see fine ass Universal pull up in the show. You know what I'm saying? She over here still in power. And then we see fine ass Debbie laid up in bed with her hair down, telling Paul, hey, come back in the bed. And this loser, goofball, dweeb ass nigga said some damn,
I'm up.
Oh, Paul, you gonna get your bitch took from me or Omni-Man acting like that? Debbie would have told me to come back in the bed looking like that. I'm not going back to work for a week. Then we see the Sequid start pulling up on the surface world. And somebody, anybody, give this nigga right here the dumbest man alive award. But he saw the crane, but he saw the starfish from DC just pop up right in front of his feet, and he wouldn't look at it. Some people just simply don't deserve free will. But the Sec was doing a full takeover of Earth as Universal pulls up on this power plant, taking all their energy. So Marcus and Eve pull up on Universal first because they didn't know about the Sequid threat. Oliver gets a new suit, this red and black John to go stupid. As Debbie's reminiscing on good times with Omni-Man. And why is Omni-Man's ass fatter than Debbie's pregnant belly? But Mark pulls up on Universal, he wants to ask questions. He just starts swinging. So Universal gets back up and blasts Mark in the neck. Eve tries to handle Mark's lightweight. She pulls up on Universal with a scythe, but her powers are on the fritz. Them hoes is not working. And she almost slimed Eve out, but Mark tanked that blast from his shorty. Mark pulled up on Shorty, bobbing and weaving her beams, kicked her and took the staff away from her. But it's all like Thor's hammer. That boy was getting zapped. Mark's out for the count, so it's just Eve by her dolo. She hits Universal with this mean ass right. She went to sleep. As we go back to see how the Guardians of the Globe is handling this Sequid invasion, and yeah, nah, these niggas finna lose. And it's all Shapesmith's fault. I gotta hand it to the Guardians though. They doing their best with the resources they got. But every time they try to go for the dude controlling all the Sequids, they get stopped. So Cecil bangs Mark's line. Tells her, but I need some help with these Sequids real quick. Before that happens though, Rudy decides to go down in the sewers. He senses some movement going on there. And little ass dude almost got slept by some Sequids. After saving everybody there, he had to expedite himself up out of there real quick. Mark's trying his best to break through the Sequids to get to the nigga that's controlling them all. And that boy Russ almost slimed out Mark with the Sequids, but my demon locked and broke through the Sequids and scooped that boy up. Right now, it's a race against time. Can Bulletproof get to Mark fast enough with the Disruptor before the Sequids break the shield and take over the Earth? Or is Mark just gonna slime, bro? Marcus Grayson did indeed blow his shit smooth off. Now the Guardians of the Globe, and Rudy specifically, looking at Mark like, hey, I think that was crazy. And this is where my vindication comes to fruition. I remember last year I dropped that first video on Invincible Season 3 where I called out Cecil for being a fraud. And I got all types of comments. Niggas was like, oh, but oh no, Cecil this. Oh, but oh no, Cecil that. Nah. Because this dumb geriatric, no hairline having ass dude, Cecil, decided to lock Conquest up. And he was confused when that nigga escaped. And it's so funny, bro. I've been online seeing people be like, they made Cecil dumb this season. No, they didn't. Any character like this that goes to the extremes to justify their ends will have their ends blow up in their face. And this is exactly what happened. We see this asteroid come hit the planet of Viltrum, releasing this gas. As we didn't see, young Nolan. Boy, that boy Debbie's genes did not try at all. Over here teaching these jits about the only Viltrumite statue they have on this planet. Then he asked this little black Viltrumite girl, other purge was a blessing. She over here start fumbling. I got scared for her life because Nolan put his hand on her head, talking about some damn, you know what happens when you answer wrong. I'm so glad she locked in and answered correctly, because some other Viltrumite jits would have tore her limb from limb. And the Viltrumite got this slogan talking about some damn, all is ours. Oh yeah, nah, Viltrum is real life space Israel. And these little kids gotta find food and shelter by themselves just to come back here tomorrow. Then this nigga Nolan just says so casually, at least 2 of you will die. What's up with this civilization, twin? And this not even the craziest part, because after the kids left, Nolan's parents pulled up and they just started beating his ass. No hello, hi, how are you, son? Just a stare down that followed into ass beat. His mom's came out on dick first. He just punched her away just to get kicked square in the chest by Pops. Nolan and his Pops really started throwing them things until he caught that punch and punched him square in the chest. I started wheezing for Nolan, god damn. But he forgot, this is a 2-on-1. His moms came from the side and started pressing his ass. Got this fat ass slash across his chest on Nolan too. Palm little bro's head and then hit him with a V trigger. Mom, I'm just your little baby boy. I came out of you. Please relax. Pops pulled up, scooped his ass up and put him in a headlock. Then Nolan's parents talk about some damn, you forgot. This is your day of adulthood, aka his goddamn birthday. In Viltrum, they take birthday licks just a tad too serious for my liking. But Big Nolan kicked his mom away and got his dad up off him as he started piecing that boy up. But Nolan mama do not play that. She came in and I'm talking about sternum check of the century. And then Nolan's parents just proceed to jump him. Nolan's pop got this fat ass off on him just for his mom. I'm not even gonna hold you. I think his mom just got real life hatred for her son. I can see the vitriol with each punch being swung by Shorty. She done put Nolan in a chokehold. So Nolan decided to hit her with the ultimate version of pocket sand. She even got a fat ass chunk of rock in her eye. He did knock his moms away, and damn, Pops, what the freak? I thought y'all was tag teaming him together. Why'd you smack her away? Nolan and his Pops started boxing again, and his Pops thought he could get that same fist catch maneuver he did earlier in the fight, but Nolan just stabbed his hand and started choking his Pops. Buddy said some damn good. So I'm over here thinking, oh, okay, he passed, good job. You know what I'm saying? He don't gotta die. Boy, was I wrong. Cause here come Mama Grace, and I'm talking about scooped up Nolan and started beating the dog piss out of him. This is what I'm talking about, bro. This is real vitriol. She don't like her son. Omni-Man was right when he was talking to Mark. He said he's taking it easy on him. The only reason his mama stopped was because his dad was like, hey, he fought well. He did a good job. And then his mom was like, you're just as pathetic as he is. I don't ever want to see you again. Nigga, she disowned and divorced her whole family in one fell swoop. What the fuck? But now that he's an adult, he gets his full-on Viltrumite drip. He goes to a meeting, and I gotta give Invincible they props. Their nigga tech has shot through the roof these seasons. But then people start coughing and dying. But it wasn't just the people in the class that started dying. Damn near every Viltrumite got the disease and started to die off. Nolan even got the disease. He was like the only nigga out of this room to survive it though. They start dumping all the dead bodies of the Viltrumites into space, and then we come to find out that the ring around Viltrum, yeah, it's just a bunch of dead bodies. We fast forward to the present, and Nolan was telling Alan about what happened to Viltrum, while there's only fewer than 50 Viltrumites left. But Alan and Omni-Man make it back to the Laxria as Alan introduces Omni-Man to Thaddeus, another Viltrumite. But once Nolan pulls up on Thaddeus, Thaddeus reveals he was the betrayer, the first Viltrumite to turn on Viltrum. But now Omni-Man, Talia, and Alan have to go venture throughout space to get all the weapons capable enough of harming Viltrumites. And this is frying me. Every time Alan and Omni-Man collect a new weapon, that boy Omni-Man goes to sleep on the couch, and this is dead what he hears from Alan in Talia's room. The first item they collect is a 2-for-1 deal because it comes with the item and a whole nigga. And his space racer with his infinity ray. That boy pops up out the rocks mad as hell. He wants Omni-Man gone because he was trapped under there for 100 years because Omni-Man did that. But then Omni-Man lets bro know, hey, we trying to boomstick the rest of the Viltrumites. He's like, oh, say less. And then he joins the squad. They collect some alien stink bugs. They pull up on the Geldarians, but they not finna help. They finna send one of the agents they got stationed on Earth. And their name is Tech Jacket, yes sir. And let me tell you something, niggas is mad that Tech Jacket is being changed from a dude to a woman. And let me tell you how much that changes. Absolutely nothing. They're really only mad because one beard joke is probably getting scrapped because Tech Jack is not a dude anymore. That gender change changes not a damn thing about their character. They then pull up on Battle Beast's race trying to find Battle Beast, but he not there. That nigga just boxing somewhere out in space. But lastly, they pull up on this planet of animals that can just pierce Viltrumite skin. They're frozen though because the Viltrumites put a disc blocking their sun, which also inadvertently blocked the sun for every planet that needed that sun. And the whole time while these niggas is collecting all these tools and gadgets, it's really just Nolan going on his apology tour. He's real life realizing how shitty the Viltrumites are. But them little dudes, they break out of that ice and they almost slime out Alan and Nolan. It was getting so bad that Nolan and Alan just simply had to retreat. But after that little adventure, they go back to the coalition of planets. Tell Thaddeus of everything that they got. But Thaddeus tells Nolan to stay back. He got something to tell him. They go into this room and it's revealed that Thaddeus is the one that released that scourge on the Viltrumite planet. Yo, Thaddeus is the #1 player hater all time. That's my GOAT. I know Thaddeus held back saying scoreboard so bad when he saw Nolan pull up for the first time. But he told him this because he made another Scourge virus that's stronger than the last, and if it gets released, it's just simply going to kill all the Viltrumites. And now Nolan decides to go get his son. That boy Titan pulls up on Machine Head just to tell Titan that the dragon from last season, yeah, he's still alive. Then we go see Cecil. We're dealing with the ramifications of Mark sliming that dude out. And then Rudy dumbass gonna go, guys, I don't think Invincible should have done that. He went too far for him to get into the shower, throw up a Sequid, and he's like, you know what? Maybe Mark was right. I can't stand this nigga. Just for us to go back to Titan, and he's on this nice little lovely picnic walk with his wife and child, just to get pulled up on by knockoff Shredder. That boy Magnetak over here missing every single one of his attacks until he almost slimed out Titan's family. And oh nah, you done messed up, buddy. Titan put on the burners trying to get that boy Magnetak. And that boy Mag decided to throw every single one of his blades at Twin. Didn't do a damn thing to Titan. So he tried to retract them blades into the back of Titan. But my demon's smart. He used momentum of one of them blades to pull up on Mag attack, and he started piecing his ass up. Mag just tried to slime out his family just for the love of the game, but they got teleported out the way just in the nick of time, and that boy Titan started crashing. And this is almost like a parallel that happens later on in the episode. Hint, hint. We didn't go see Cecil over here talking to Mark about killing that dude. He's not saying Mark did anything wrong. He's just saying that Mark wouldn't do that. And you know, Cecil hate aside, I get where he's coming from. But get your bald ass away from me, dude. Sinclair pulls up on Mark trying to apologize, and Mark thinks Cecil set this up, so his ass skedaddles. But Titan bangs up Invincible's line again, trying to get some help. But Eve can't use her powers, and Mark is stressed out already. So Oliver goes in Mark's stead. While the Flaxans invade Earth a third time? Oh, my mama, go get a job, because this is getting redonkulous. Like I said earlier, man, y'all don't know about my demon Brett. He gets to work. But Invincible pulls up on the Flaxans, but the Flaxans got something for his ass. They built these mech suits specifically to deal with Omni-Man, but he went to go free the prisoners and got cracked right in the back. These mechs moving a little different. I'm talking about got a home run with my dog Mark's body. Golly. As we go back to the Oliver and Titan subplot, and they just kind of pulled up on Mr. Liu. Buddy turned right into a dragon though, and had my demon Oliver fight for his life. He saw that dragon, it was like, looked at Titan, it was like, this is what you wanted me to handle? Because Oliver was getting his little ass tore out the frame. He tried to hit little bro, but he died. He got scooped up and flung. Oliver was getting his ass beat so bad, he called his big sister. He said, Eve, please, Eve, I need you, or Mark. God damn. As we go back to Mark, and he's, they on his ass, ain't they? But Robot has a plan to get rid of the Flaxans, so him and Monster Girl decide to go inside of that portal. Once Monster Girl and Robot get there, they blow up the antenna, but Robot decides to take a look over the horizon, and he realizes these niggas never plan to stop attacking us. So he's like, hey, the rest of the Guardians of the Globe, come on. We gotta make sure the Flaxans are done for good. But before they can even enter that portal, that hole closes, trapping Monster Girl and Robot on the Flaxans' planet. But after the Flaxan situation got handled with, Eve banged Mark's line, telling him to go help his brother out. He pulls up on Mr. Liu right before he was finna finish Oliver off and hits him with a fat ass hook. And Mark and Oliver start dogging Mr. Liu. I'm talking about Mark hit that dragon ass nigga in the sternum. Do dragons even have sternums? I don't know. But if they don't, Mark hit him so hard he got one. Then Marcus Grayson grabbed that dude by his tail and slammed him. Marcus Grayson been beating up animals all season. I'm finna start calling that nigga Mark Vic. That was a bad joke. My fault, my fault. But after that last little slam, Mr. Liu told his assistant to grab his body, and they skedaddled up out of there. But Mark sees Titan out the side of his eye, and I'm crying. Titan thought that they was friends and shit, thought they was cool. Nah, Mark started beating his ass. He said, bro, please stop. Stop involving me and my family in your shenanigans. I'm not gonna hold you, there's a lot of people mad about this. It do look crazy. If somebody was recording this, the headlines would be Invincible hates black people, but like, I'm not that mad at it. Again, this parallels how Titan himself was moving earlier this episode to now. His family got involved in some BS, and then he started beating ass. Mark's family got involved in some BS, and then he started beating ass. He ain't taking no mess no more. But Mark and Oliver flies away. We fast forward a little bit, and the reason Eve's powers are on the fritz is because she's pregnant.
Yeah, shorty, you P to the G to the N to the T, you pregnant. You don't know your baby daddy.
And I have no idea how I let this slip my mind. I completely forgot to talk about Thraagg. So after Conquest pulled up back to planet Viltrum, that boy Thraagg had Conquest kneeling and making puppy dog eyes at him. This is just telling y'all Thraagg is the demon everyone's saying that he is. And he is cold as hell. Look at that crisp lineup. Yeah, he's finna be the problem for the rest of Invincible for the foreseeable future. But other than that, that was these 3 episodes of Invincible. We are off to an excellent start. Moral of the story today is, I don't know, nigga. But with that being said, if you like, comment, subscribe, go do all that good stuff. Go follow my Twitter, my Discord down in the description below. And yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.